as we welcome you from the booth of the iRacing Sim Series. My name is Colt. Connor is currently doing free practice 1 highlights. So today I don't think he will be talking, sadly. But today, keep in mind it did rain overnight, so we do have that factor in here. But it is time for free practice 2 here at Long Beach Street Circuit, as we have plenty of drivers all lined up here, ready to race. It did rain overnight, so that will reset all the rubber on the track. That makes that, the track, it's already dried up, fully dried up. But the only thing is now that rubber, it's all gone. You have to relay that within that 30-minute session. 15 drivers all here, and a new one that I want to talk about here, Camry, in that number 77. He last minute sign up, and the 60 Citrafari, 26 of water, 14 Florida Boy. 4 new drivers all lined up here for the free practice 2. Keep in mind, race will be tomorrow, and we will release further dates tomorrow 4 times, just because in about an hour here I do have a 12-hour race, so we do need to kind of make this somewhat quick, but we're not going to rush it today. We're going to take it nice and slow and easy, so keep that in mind as we get ready. The sim is loading. It is almost done. So as these drivers are able to make their way out onto the track, they're able to start getting warmed up to it, because you're going to need that. With the new rubber being laid down, everything being new, and especially new drivers as well. This is a new track for them. Most of these guys, actually all of these people, coming from stock car racing, now to IndyCar. And that is a big change for a lot of these drivers. So we're going to see what we can expect from these guys, as we already see Zombie and Comrade out on the track currently. Let me see if they're actually out or just sitting in the pits, as let's get trading paints open. See what schemes will load in here and all of that, and somebody is pulled off. I believe that is the 28 of Man. Makes his way out onto the track. So, Moman's actually not even out. I think that was Water. Yes, that's Water out on the track. My apologies to Water, and he'll take it nice and slow through there. Just really getting his... Actually, no, Water is actually already out on the track. So we see Citrafari getting out. If you're a new driver, you're primarily going to want to get the most practice in right now. So we're going to see a lot of those drivers be out here. Here's Tubbs sitting in the pits, and he went fastest yesterday, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do today. Let's go back to Citrafari. First time driving an IndyCar, of course, so he's definitely going to, need some type of boost here today in free practice number 2. And actually, sorry, let me change this. My apologies. Didn't know that I had it on that. Yeah, I know. So here, you have the 60, right? And he's in a good car. Of course, the sister car did win Indianapolis 500 in 2020 in real life. So we'll see how that is able to do for Citrafari. And another car out on track doing his hot lap will be that 9 of Comrade. He's out there. He's trying to get a flying lap in early on in this stage. Keep in mind, drivers have been warned to be a lot safer at that one corner. So we'll see how that'll go for this number 9 car. And I mean, that Pincy Bank car really looking fast yesterday and looking fast today, as he will be the first car out on track. And we're going to see rubber being laid down earlier on and later on in the session. I think most people are going to be wanting to lay it down now. They're going to want to start putting it down, put the rubber down early on, and a lot of people are going to want to go out in the middle of it where there's not too much rubber, track's warm, you're on new tires, but it's not going to be too difficult to find lap time there, to find speed. So that's what I'm thinking. And just ahead, you have, I believe that is the 7 of Connor, just ahead of Comrade. Connor on cold tires, Comrade on fresh, and, you know, Comrade also on a hot lap, and Connor not, as we see Water goes second fastest, and Citrafari takes pole by about a second. So that new car really working out for Citrafari. He'll take pole, or not pole, but he will be first very early on in the session, and that 9 just in the slipstream of the draft. Do we see any type of racing early on? That's the big question, and Citrafari will take that lead right now, and looks like we got a little other pack right now with Camry and Chris. Now, sorry about that. Keep in mind, you know, there's so many things that can really happen here right now. So there's still a good mix of things that can happen. You know, you have drivers like this who kind of want to stay close, and then you'll also have good racing later on with people, you know, in big packs. And currently, one of the other packs that I'm looking at right now is Zombie and Cool Car Guy. The 2, the 3. Actually, sorry, no, that's the 2 and the 12 Tub. Leading that pack. I don't know why I said Cool Car Guy. Florida Boy. Slow. You see Water right on that back bumper of Mullet Man. They're getting pretty close. It's mostly seeing 2 cars with their teammates going out now. Citrafari, only car in the pits right now. That gap with the 7 is really closed down as he goes into the pits, and that 9 of Comrade will stay out, and he'll keep on doing laps as we see Camry and that number 77 get really close to that lap time of Citrafari, and Chris in third getting also really close to that lap time, down to the hundredths of a second. Just Con in fourth, Tub in fifth, Zombie in sixth, Florida in seventh, Cam in eighth, Water in ninth, 10th is Comrade, and nobody else has set a lap time. Actually, no. Water goes third, and Cool Garkai will actually go fastest. That 3 car finding some trouble in turn 8 later, you know, yesterday, and they're finding trouble a lot right there, but now they've finally gotten their, you know, car set up to the way that they like it, and they're now able to put in consistent lap times. A bit of a lockup by the 28 there. That's going to lose him some time on Water. And Comrade. Oh, big stop. Big stop on the track. That'll put a yellow flag out. That's different than what we've been seeing. What we have been seeing is cars hit the wall in turn number 8. I think that might have been turn number 8, but he hit a different way. What went on with that number 9 PNC car? He goes wide right there, of course. I think you're starting to have your tires fade. You know, you're later on these runs with these tires. Mind, we are only 8 minutes into the session. And he goes in, just hits the wall like he has been all day. And another thing that I want to point out is the 28. He also hit the wall there. I think we were watching... Ooh, contact with the 26 actually. What happened here? Were they side by side? No, 28 dove it in, hits the wall, and he brings it back out. That's weird. I think his momentum hit the wall. That rear tire bounced him back out right into Water. So that'll be their first incident today, as you see the 60 Citrafari. As Tub and Zombie go top of the charts, as we were too busy looking at that. We weren't looking at lap time, surprisingly. So Tub still fastest today, and we could see him, you know, be really, really strong here today. That's the... You know, that's what we're all asking. Who's going to be fastest today? And I think these times are just going to be changing as the track changes. But I think right now it's really important to just start doing laps, getting that rubber laid down. Because later on in the session, you don't know how much rubber you're going to be able to work with here. 21 minutes to go in the session. 9 minutes completed. And you see the 48 had a little look to the inside. 60 had to take the defensive line, and that'll hurt his time just a bit. But really, well, the 48 uses push to pass here, because they do have push to pass in these cars, but you are not given any in practice. So that is you can see Justcon's way up ahead, and you have this 2-car pack, and it looks like a little 3-car pack coming out. You have Connor leading it, then it's going to be Camry, and just a little bit back, it's going to be Chris, and all the way back there, that is Florida. And if you want to talk about another 3-car pack, Waters was leading off this one with Tubb behind him, and the 2 of Zombie is going to dive it down, contact. Zombie hard into the wall. Zombie hard into the wall. We watched it live there, folks, and he's going to stop in the middle of the racing line. But that was big contact for that number 2. Zombie, let's rewatch that, as luckily we have our onboards. That was a interesting crash there. I think an early sin by Zombie, and that is really what might have ended his day right now. I mean, let's take a look at this. You have Zombie in this pack, and it just looks like he sees that they're checking up a bit too much, so he tries to make a move down to the inside of Tubb. I think it was a late send on that too, and just into the wall. Both of his left side suspensions done for. I mean, let's go ahead and let's get an onboard view of that number 2, and let's watch it at full speed. Oh yeah, you just had so much more pace, and honestly, I don't think he was even forced into the wall. I think he might have thought that like his wing was there, but if I'm a driver, I would rather spin a car out and have my wing damaged than have complete suspension gone. So, late block by Tubb, I want to say, and that is the result of that. You have the 2, and his day is about done with that car, and he'll get on and move on with another Citrafari in a little pack here with Justcon leading it off, and then you have, of course, Citrafari and Cam. So 3-car packs are coming pretty common right now, as you have cars ahead of them. That is 8K in the Aero McLaren. 60's going to go wide. Here comes the 48. I mean, we're seeing some good racing in these early parts of the stage. 48, he'll get a clean exit. He's in the draft. The 3 just behind a cool car guy. That could possibly make it a 4-car pack early on in this session, as we've had an interesting session so far, and you want to keep it interesting. So in the meanwhile, let's go ahead. We will, ooh, no, here comes the 2. Just about to throw it on commercial, but looks like we have a little 4-car pack here going on. All in the draft of each other. The 8 has caught up to another car. That is Comrade just ahead, so that could slow them down quite a bit and make this a 6-car pack. And as not much racing is going on, we're going to watch them for about a lap, and then we will most likely throw it on commercial break. But so far, I mean, you can just see 8K just in the distance. This is where we had the crash with the 3's teammate. And everyone's just going to stay in a single file line right now. Not much change going on, and maybe that's a good thing. I don't think you want that much change in a 4-car pack like this. You mainly just want to stay in the draft, and but also that creates a lot of dirty air for that 3. He has nobody to push him, and he's in a lot of that dirty air. So I think the 3 is being the less benefited, so that's why we're going to see him be the most aggressive out of all these guys. I mean, there's not much really for him to benefit, is there? As down the front stretch, you see they get a bit spaced out because of it's just who exits the last corner the best. And we have the 29 in the pits and the 77 going into the pits. I believe, yes, he is. So that'll be Camry's run to an end. Zombie and Water in a little 2-car pack go through the last corner right now. As I don't think that 3's been able to catch up as much as I think we wanted him to. He was there, and I think he might have had a little lockup And let's look just a little further back. Chris, as you can see, he's right there, and that is the 8. Sorry, that's Con. No, that's 8K. As you have the 8 of Juan, actually, sorry. Juan and Conrad out in a little pack together, and one of those cars in the front pack has been able to pull away just a bit. That's the 51, 48, and the 3 is going into the pits. And now, as we are about halfway done with the session, 15 minutes remain in the session, and we're going to go to commercial break.
Heck yeah.
Game on, fellas. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's on now. Let's do this.
Are you guys sure you drive for a living?
You guys ever played a video game before?
Is that all you got?
Joey out of nowhere.
Dude, did you just put it in the wall? He's got me on the high side. Whoa, watch him low. Dang, Joey, you're smoking today.
Just like Kyle's car.
Thank you, cover boy. And Joey's bringing the heat.
How are you so much better than us?
Hey, Kyle, is that NASCAR Heat Evolution?
Wait, who's playing the game then?
Eat my brake dust.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com. Rated E for everyone.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Max.
Wait!
Maxwell,
Yeah?
you're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
As a DJ,
Ever dreamed of driving a real cup car? Well, now you can. This is the fan controller.
What the? Tony, what are you doing? It's possessed.
That was completely inappropriate.
I'm out of here.
Run, Sandy, run for your life!
What was that all about?
Don't be conventional.
Kevin Harvick?
Be exceptional. Upgrade to Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. It helps your engine last over 250,000 miles.
Wow. What's he doing?
Raving.
He's exceptional.
So is Mobil 1. Yes.
Is this good?
I do not know.
Get 250,000 miles of protection. Upgrade to Mobil.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Fly the blimp, too much hot air. Race announcer, same thing there. Wouldn't get a word in with you know who. Just get down on the track and do what you do. Slide down in my seat, pull the belts tight. Get up on the wheel and let the dust fly. Never know how. Never know.
Oh, look at Kyle Busch out there. Yeah, he is all...
As we bring you back from the ads, we had a 4-car pack going for a little bit with Chris and Mullet Man leading it off, and I think a bit of that pack is still going with water, but most of that is kind of gone away as we have little more than 10 minutes remaining in the session. cool car guy is looking a bit slow, but all I can see is a little circle and slows them down whenever they go through the corner. So that's about it. We did see an interesting wreck from Zombie today. Tub still fastest. Conrad's going to go in second. Then that's going to split up the Tub and Zombie pair. Both Team Penske cars. So very interesting to see what those two will do in the... there's multiple cars that I think could be really competitive today. Citrofari we saw fast early on. Haven't really seen much of him, but he is out on the track, and these tires, he is on the primary, so it is going to be very, very interesting as we are on board with him currently. Let's go ahead and let's follow him in the helicopter that we will always bring to every track for every race, no matter what, so we can get awesome views. And the helicopter is trained to go ahead and follow these guys around the track. As you can see, a lot of that right and the left tire, wherever that takes the most pressure, that's where the rubber will get laid down the most. Now through here, my guess is you won't see a line down the front stretch, but this is a great aerial view. You get to see a lot more than just one part of the track. You get to see everything all in one spot, so very interesting. You can also see the other side of the track right there. Nobody passing through there so far. But JustCon is just ahead of that number 60 car, where Simon Pigeonard would be driving that in real life, but in the iRacing Sim Series, that is Citrofari. As you mind, 9 minutes remain. You see a lot of cars coming out onto the track in the 14 of Florida, getting past the 28 of Mullet. We'll see Mullet comes out, and Tub getting through that first corner. Sorry. Let's take a look at the 5 of 8K, just behind that 9. Let's just show you the speed of these cars right here. I mean, you can see these guys. One passes, then the next is, right there. So it's definitely a very, very fast forward. Just in the background, that's the 51 of JustCon. Now, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of different types of racing today. But I think some of the best is with these two guys right here. The 9 and the 5. Those two are gonna be my ones to watch currently for practice number 2 for the iRacing Sim Series. Most cars coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the track information. We are at Long Beach, and track length is about 2 miles, 11 turns, and track elevation about 10 feet above sea level, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, so a nice, warm, and sunny day here at Long Beach. And I mean, this is just, it's incredible, really. And let's take a look at the weather. Track temp is, of course, at 83, and the air temp is at 78, so definitely varying in temperatures, as you see the 77 of Camry get out onto the track, and he's getting through the gears. I think he hopes to join, and hopefully he can bring that 51 Daleconn Racing along. As also 0% humidity, 0% fog, and a lockup we saw from that 9. He's still able to gain time, though. Let's watch this 77, though. A little lockup from the 5 of 8K. Look at this 51 right here. He's really wanting that spot. But such an interesting crash we saw with Zombie early on in the race. Just try to make a move, and it didn't stick. Tub went down the block, and, well, that's Zombie into the wall. And, I mean, he's still out on the track right now. But still, you got to put on a few parts that he maybe hoped to save for race day. So still very, very interesting we have here today, as about 6 minutes remain in the practice number 2. And here's the 7 of Connor catching up on the 12, looking out to the inside to make a move, but very aggressive driver Connor is. He's going to take that position any way that he can get it, so it'll be interesting to see how he'll try to get this position. Keep in mind, push to pass is off for the practice to make it more interesting for the race, as they will have that for race time. And the draft pulling Connor in every second, getting him closer and closer. But also that's a lot of dirty air that 7's having to take down into the breaking point of turn number 1. Connor's not going to try anything. Not much separates the two currently, as that is Tubb, the fastest car. So you can see Connor has the pace to keep up with the first place car, and I think a lot of these cars do. The only question is you know, how can you be that first place car? How can you get there? What times can you get to get up there? And I think Connor's trying to find out right now in the tow, but also a lot of dirty air right there. Connor's going to try a little wider of an exit. That's going to put the gap up to maybe half a car length. Now he's shortened it down to quarter. Five minutes remain. 1 car length separates the two, so not as much dirty air, but also not as much draft, as Connor's a late breaker. Sorry, but definitely he's going to be interesting in these last 5 minutes of the practice. Got to see 2 cars behind them, but I don't think they're going to be catching. I think Tubb was faster on that lap, but not by much. Connor in 12th currently, so not a good day for them. They were top of the charts maybe 20 minutes yesterday, and now they've kind of fallen back just a bit. And let's take a look at Florida and Juan. They're just kind of racing here, as the 48 of Cam and 29. I think in the next minute or two we should see every car be out on the track trying to get their laps in, trying to get, you know, their last lap in potentially. So after this, I have to go practice for maybe an hour just before the 12 hours of Sebring that I'm competing in today. So hopefully, you know, didn't go too bad, but we'll only see in the race. There's only so much that you can prepare for. You too, Chris. Have a great day. As the 14 and 29, they've kind of separated up just a bit. In the 77 has the 3 right on his back, and only cars in the pits right now, Tubb and Connor. They were both out together. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them come out in the next couple of minutes, actually in like the next minute or two. Otherwise they're not going to get a lap in. It has to be within the next minute 30. But that 3, I guess, trying to look for a move. He can't get it though, and with this being here in practice, we saw them be very aggressive in the last stages of the last practice. How does that correlate to now, as we saw 28 Mullet Man lock up just a bit, and 8K out onto the track now? He was just in, and actually, no, he's going to stay in. Connor's out on the track now. My guess is they just put on brand new tires for him, trying to get him to the best laps possible now. Let's go ahead and watch that 29 of Chris. He's staying out as the 48 comes in. He's not going to be able to put another lap, I don't want to say. Possibly, though, if he comes out very, very soon. Let's take a look at the 14 of Florida. Look at the 77 here. He's being trailed by 2 cars. The 26 is 1, and the next is the 3. So, cool car guy in the 77. That's going to be an interesting battle to watch during the last couple of minutes of practice. And everyone trying to get on their hot laps. Everyone trying to get on their best lap. But who can actually get on it? That's the big question we have today. And I think we're going to see that 77 be fast here. That clean air and, you know, maybe a bit of defensive. But it's really not going to be that much. And, you know, water. He's barely in the tow, but he's also in a bit of dirty air as well. So that's what that is looking like. Here's Comrade. He's just behind that 12 of Tubb. So everyone out on the track right now except for that 5 of 8K. As let's watch that 77 coming out that final corner. And I believe this is his last lap starting now. So if you cross the line now, this will be your last lap, it seems. So let's take a look at what that 77 can do here. And that 29 came in that time. So Chris will not get a better lap in. He will keep his lap just like that. 1 minute 7.5 for Chris, and that'll be his fastest. Keep in mind, track is still, you know, there's rubber being laid down, but you're still not going to be that fast. Look at the 77, how much he's able to pull away from that 3. This could be a flying lap by that 77, sorry. And take a look at the 7 of Connor. He's in a 3-car pack. Can he get to the line to start a new lap? Yes, he can. That's going to be no issue for Connor. Just trailing behind Cam, and he's in the draft as we go on board just for a bit. And 77, he will come out the last corner on a flyer, really. He will cross the line. He'll take the checkered flag. Camry, he will not improve 3/10 off of his best time. So currently provisional 5th for him. As let's see what Connor and these guys can do. Of course, in a pack, it's not going to be as fast. 8K just ahead of them. We'll see what he can do in that 60. Citrafari looking really fast today. Coming through this last sector. Could Citrafari go pole? I mean, not pole, but could he go fastest is what I'm trying to ask. Can he go top of the charts? That's the big question we all have today. He will cross the line. It will not be faster, so he will not be able to. 8K crosses the line. It won't improve at all. Here comes Connor and them. They'll cross the line. And like I said, they'll be slower because they're in that pack. Mullet Man will come out and he will cross the line now. Not faster for him. I think the track is too aged at this point. Camry and all of them into the pits this time. So definitely a very interesting practice, I do want to say. And as we will wrap up things here, as I got to go get set up for my 12-hour race here. It's been an incredible time here in the iRacing Sim Series in the booth. As you know, I always enjoy being up here. And Tub will go fastest second time in a row. Tub goes fastest today. So really just interesting interesting to see Tub goes fastest 2 days in a row. And then it'll be Comrade, Cam, Zombie, Camry, JustCon, Chris, 8K, Multman, Citrafari, Water, Florida, Connor, and Juan. Then Cool Car Guy rounding out the field. So looks like he had pace early on, but he lost it. So I mean, yeah, this is IndyCar. Keep in mind that. These cars are going to feel different on different types of tracks. Of course, wind wasn't as hard as it was yesterday. Yesterday was a very windy day. So, very interesting. As now, let's wrap up things here at the iRacing Sim Series booth. My name is Colt, and I have very enjoyed being here and commentating for you today. And signing off, Colt.